What's up, guys? I'm back. Thank you for joining me for another review. Today we're going to be reviewing a company that I've been eyeing for a long time, and I always wanted one of their soaps. I've been holding on to these soaps for almost a year and hesitating to review them because I just love the packaging so much. This is the company Nesti Dante. This is an Italian company. Their bars are mostly imported from Italy. These two are imported from Italy. Before we get into the review though, I just want to talk quickly about the packaging on these bars. They're phenomenal. It's almost like a beautiful art picture that you're getting. This is the Blue Iris one, but I am going to be reviewing the Cypress Pine bar for this review here. This bar is 250 grams, weighs in at around 8.8 ounces. It is a big bar, and as you can see at the back, it is made and imported from Italy. But again, the packaging on here, it's just beautiful. Look at the detail in the trees and the flowers. I mean, it goes all the way around. Right, Nesti Dante, beautiful. You can hang these up on a shelf and even just display them in your washroom because they're gorgeous. Let's get the soap out of the pack here. This is the Cypress Pine 9-ounce bar. It's big. It is a really big bar. This is a hefty size bar. Very big in your hands. This is a very manly size bar. This is huge. If you don't have big hands, you're going to have a hard time holding this bar. It's almost similar to the Duke Cannon bar. There's the beautiful engraving, right? Made with love and care. Nesti Dante. The packaging in the inside, extra touch, has a very thick cardboardish style of safety. So your bar stays nice and formed. Unfortunately, I dropped mine a little bit. You can see the corners there were a little bit banged up. I ordered these bars on Amazon, and one bar is $10. So it is a little bit of an expensive bar. Right off the bat, you can smell the pine right through the packaging. It's intoxicating. It smells so good. And what I love about this is it actually smells like a pine tree. For anybody that's lived next to pine trees or that has a lot of pine trees, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's not an artificial scent. I have smelled some pine soaps where it just smells like a chemical pine sol, and this is not it. The undertones of the cypress also come in and give it just a really woodsy, beautiful fragrance. I don't know how well it's going to stick on the skin, but I can tell you that the smell itself is beautiful. Even washing yourself in the shower with it will probably be very therapeutic, and I'm excited to get this in the shower. I'm gonna get this in there. I'm hoping for about 3 or 4 days and do a review, but I feel like it may be a little bit longer. I will be back in a short while and let you know how the Nesti Dante Cypress Pine worked for me. Stay tuned. All right, guys, well, 5 days has passed and I have concluded my review of the Nesti Dante Pine and Cypress bar. So there's a couple pros and a couple cons. More pros though that I like about this bar. So let's get into it. So as we talked about before, the bar obviously looks phenomenal. It's beautiful. It has a great packaging. It feels like a very luxurious bar. That's my #1 compliment on this thing. When you take it out of the packaging, when you smell it, when you hold it, when you look at it, this bar screams luxury. I forgot to mention earlier on that it is a triple milled bar. So this is a very well-made bar. It's a very high quality and it is going to last you a long time. This is what's left of the bar after 5 days. So it did not wear down quickly, and believe me, I beat this thing up. I took many showers. I even had it in the bath one day, and that's my next point, is just based on the sheer size of the bar and the type of bar that it is, I would almost consider this more of a bath bar than a shower bar. Just something that you can kind of leave floating in the water and wash yourself and sort of infuse the water with the scent of this thing. But if you wanted to use it in the shower, absolutely, that's going to work as well. It worked for me. My next thing that I really loved about this bar was just the overall scent of it. I really love the pine. I find that it's a really masculine scent, and I think that anybody under the age of like 30 or 35 might have a hard time wanting to accept this smell. I'm 32 and I absolutely loved it, but I'm a soap junkie, so I mean, whatever, right? Yeah, it doesn't have a very fresh scent. It has a very autumn, woodsy pine smell. The undertone of the cypress is there, but really what you're getting is a beautiful natural pine. Dare I say kind of like an older man smell, but nevertheless, really good. Try it out. You'll like it a lot. It had a little bit of a weaker lather when you use the bar. I noticed it took a lot of scrubbing, it took a lot of water to get it going, so that was kind of a downfall for me. But right back up when I got my little scrubby loofah and I lathered the bar and washed myself with that, I couldn't stop this bar from lathering. So if you're going to use it directly on your skin, then I would consider it more of like a bath bar. But if you're going to take it in the shower, I would absolutely recommend using a loofah with this bar. Overall, I'm really satisfied with the Nesti Dante products, aside from the appearance and everything. Just the overall performance, it left my skin smooth. The smell of fresh pine was on my skin for like 6 hours after I got out of the shower. It started off really strong and then slowly faded away into something that was just lingering close onto my body. I really enjoyed that. It wasn't too overpowering. But just the smell of the bar alone sitting on my washroom sink and just made the whole washroom smell amazing. So you know what, Nesti Dante, good job. I really love this bar overall. It left my skin nice and smooth. And you know what, if you can find these on Amazon, sometimes they go on sale for like $6 or $7. It's a really good buy. You can even cut the bar into thirds and just use thirds. I prefer the whole thing, right? You guys know how I am already. Anyways, folks, that's the review for Nesti Dante. I really, really love this bar. I suggest if you feel like you are a mature, manly individual, and that's another thing I forgot to say, this is definitely a man scent. I don't think that a woman would really enjoy showering in this. You may, but I would find that hard to imagine. So this is a really manly scent. So if you feel like you will like the smell of pine, fresh pine, and the forest, and you want a really good high quality bar, then give Nesti Dante Cypress Pine a shot. That concludes the review, folks. Like always, I want to really genuinely thank you for tuning in. And I hope you stay tuned to all my reviews that are coming up. I got a lot of bars. I'll give you guys just a quick little zoom in on a lot of my soaps there. I got a couple more Nesti Dante bars there that I got to review, and a whole whack load of other stuff and more on the way. So anyways, folks, you guys take care, and like always, stay clean.